What's your Tyler's back with the Tyler's Retro Reviews. And we're kicking off Royal Rumble reviews. I know you probably know what the years are. 1993, 1998, and 2000. So next week will be the 98 Royal Rumble, and you probably understand what the WrestleMania will be. WrestleMania reviews will be. But anyways, let's talk about Royal Rumble 1993. This was below average. It was in January 24th at the Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. So there's that. I forgot to mention this. Well, not really though, but this was the first WWE WWF pay-per-view right after the launch of Monday Night Raw. And this was a big change in it, because as you know, Raw is the biggest flagship show in WWE, and now they're on Netflix. But anyways, talk about Royal Rumble 93. Like I said before, I'd say it was an alright show, but it was a below average show. Let's talk about this show. There were 5 matches and 2 championships on the line, and the other is the Royal Rumble match. So there. Let's begin with the first match, a tag team match. The Steiner brothers of Rick and Scott. This was Scott's first stint in WWE, and his other one will be 2002 to 2003, where, yeah, he had a run. That's the nicest way I say about it, even though this is Scott Steiner, though. And they're Hall of Famers now, so what do I know? Defeat the Beverly brothers of Bo and Blake. This was a solid tag match, and yeah, it was a way to bring the Steiners in. They beat the shit out of the Beverly brothers. And yeah, they're there. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. So there. Next match is for the Intercontinental Championship. Shawn Michaels defeats Marty Jannetty to retain the Intercontinental Championship. This was going to continue to WrestleMania 9. And yes, I will talk about WrestleMania 9 when we get to the WrestleMania reviews, because this year's WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas. The last time WrestleMania was in Las Vegas was WrestleMania 9. And yeah, this story was going to continue all the way to that show, but we'll mention it when we get to it. You could tell who comes the successful one of the Rockers and who become one who falls from grace. Yeah, we could tell that Shawn Michaels was the more successful one out of the two. Sherry was Shawn's valet, but she turns on Shawn in this match, and yeah. This whole thing wouldn't continue on after WrestleMania, so yeah. Yeah, but this was disappointing. I give it a 5 out of 10 for a Shawn Michaels match, yeah. Anyways, Bam Bam Bigelow defeats the Big Boss Man. This will be Boss Man's last match in WWE for 5 years, because right after this, he will go back to WCW as the Boss, then he was the Guardian Angel, then he was himself, and he was also Big Brother Rogers, and then himself. Yeah, 2 out of 10. This was just not a good match. But yeah. Next up is for the WWF Championship. Bret Hart defeats Razor Ramon by submission to retain the WWF Championship. Easily the best match on this show. But you could tell Bret was going to retain regardless, and he was going to face the winner of the main event. This is the semi-main event, by the way, but yeah. Because in the UK, 1993 was the first official year that the winner of the Royal Rumble gets a shot at the title at WrestleMania, the main title. So, that is a tradition that's still going to this day. This is like I said before, the best match on this show, and yeah, 8 out of 10. Before I talk about the Royal Rumble match, we saw the debut of Lex Luger as the Narcissist. He was introduced by Bobby Heenan, and if you want to see my disastrous Lex Luger run on my dumpster fires, I did that like 3 years ago. That was like one of my early dumpster fire videos, so I said before, Luger was better off in WCW, I'm just being honest here. And now we get the 30-man Royal Rumble match for a shot at the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 9. Yeah, Yokozuna won this match, and we're going to go through every participant in this match. Anyways, number 1 was Ric Flair. Unfortunately, Ric Flair will be gone the next night after losing to Mr. Perfect in the Loser Leaves Raw match, and he will go back to WCW. And yeah. And number 2 was Bob Backlund. Yeah, Bob Backlund, who was the Iron Man of this match. Number 3 was Papa Shango, and he got eliminated immediately by Ric Flair. Number 4 was Ted DiBiase. Number 5 was Brian Knobbs, who was eliminated by Ted DiBiase. Number 6 was Virgil. Number 7 was Jerry Lawler. I think it was Jerry Lawler's first, one of his early appearances in WWE. So, number 8 was Max Moon, who he would be eliminated by Jerry Lawler. Number 9 was Tenryu. I don't know who he is. Number 10 was Mr. Perfect, who eliminated Ric Flair. So there's that. Who? Number 11 was Skinner, who was eliminated by Mr. Perfect, and then Mr. Perfect also eliminated Jerry Lawler, and then Virgil was eliminated by the next participant. Well, we're not. 12 was. Number 11 was Skinner. Again, who? Who eliminated Virgil, by the way. And also Mr. Perfect eliminated him. And then number 12 was Coco Beware. And then Lawler, and DiBiase eliminated Mr. Perfect. Number 13 was Samu. And then number 14 was the Berserker. I don't know who the hell he is. Number 15 was The Undertaker, who eliminated both Samu and the Berserker. Number 16 was Terry Taylor, who didn't last long. He was eliminated by Ted DiBiase, and he also eliminated Coco Beware, and then Undertaker would eliminate DiBiase and Tenryu and Samu and the Berserker, and then it came Giant Gonzalez, El Gigante, whoever you want to fucking call it, with that ridiculous bodysuit. He's not a participant in the match, but he eliminates The Undertaker. Then Damien Demento was out. Again, who the hell is he? And then number 18 was IRS. '19 was Tatanka. And then number 20 was Jerry Sags. Number 21 was Typhoon, who unfortunately won't be around much longer because he will go to WWF at the Oh god, I still have those funny flashbacks when he falls on his face. But regardless, let's just keep a straight face. Face, not. Anyways. Number 22 is Fatu. Yeah, I had to do the Sid voice. Not the best voice. It was, that one segment where Goldberg destroyed his car for the second week in a row. That one. Number 23 was Earthquake, who eliminates his partner, Typhoon, and then 24 was Carlos Colon, who is the father of Carlito. So, there's that. He eliminates the jobber Damien Demento. I don't know who the hell he is, okay? '25 was Tito Santana. Number 26 was Rick Martel. Fatu was also eliminated by Bob Backlund. And then IRS was eliminated by Earthquake. Yeah, Rick Martel was 26. Number 27 was Yokozuna. Number 28 was Owen Hart. Tatanka was eliminated by Yokozuna, and then Carlos Colon was also eliminated by Yokozuna, and then Earthquake, and then Tito Santana. Owen Hart also eliminated. He was number 28. He eliminated Jerry Sags. 29 was Repo Man. What's the Demolition's Axe, I believe. I don't. And then number 3 was Randy Savage. The remaining eliminations. Owen Hart was eliminated by Yokozuna. Repo Man was eliminated by Randy Savage. Rick Martel. It came down to Yoko, Savage, Backlund, and Yokozuna, Rick Martel, Randy Savage, and Bob Backlund. So Rick Martel was eliminated by Bob Backlund, and then Yokozuna eliminates Bob Backlund. Let's see up here, yep. And it came down to Yokozuna and Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Savage. The finish was kind of like, what the hell is he doing? He hit the elbow drop on Yokozuna, and he pins him just for Yokozuna to push him out of the ring. I was like, Randy Savage, he knows these fucking matches. He was in '89. He was in the prior year's Rumble. Why the fuck would he pin him? I mean, if this was done by design, and this Royal Rumble match, it was a slog to get through. I mean, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. I mean, This was almost as boring as last year's Women's Royal Rumble match. I mean, Yokozuna does win the Rumble. He gets the shot with Bret Hart. And yeah. And Bob Backlund, by the way, broke Ric Flair's Rumble time he was in. Until that record was broken 11 years later when Chris Benoit hold that record until 2004, and then 2 years later in 2006, Rey Mysterio broke that record, and um, yeah, that was Royal Rumble 1993. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Time for my best and worst match of Royal Rumble 1993. It's no shock. The best match on the show goes to Bret Hart and Razor Ramon for the WWF Championship. And the worst match on the show goes to Bam Bam Bigelow and Big Boss Man. Next week, Royal Rumble 1998. Stone Cold wins his second Royal Rumble match, and the casting match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And there. Also, that was Shawn's last match for 4 years. And much more. SmackDown review will be tomorrow, so subscribe to the notification bell on that one so you see that video. And also, Fan Takeover is this Saturday, and move on from there. And then Sunday, I'll do the Pixels movie review. Yeah. And we'll move on from there. Bye-bye.